Hello everyone and welcome back to the final episode of my Travian tournament series. This is episode 18. This is the finale. Originally I intended to go up to episode 20, but it's kind of went a bit shorter than I wished. But ending on episode 18 is as good as any other. So yeah, this is the finale. As you can see right here, WW has been built. The server is over. So in this video, we will recap what's happened in the server and look at what I've done and how I've done. But anyway, let's take a look at this. Dear Travian players, all good things must come to an end, and so too must this age. Once Solomon was given a ring, upon which was inscribed a message that could take away all the joys or sorrows of the world. The message was roughly translated, "This too shall pass." It is both our joy and sorrow to announce to all Travian players that this too has now passed. We hope you enjoyed your time with us as much as we enjoyed serving you, and thank you for staying until the very end. The results. Day had long since passed into night, yet the workers of the village, WW Village, labored on throughout the wintry eve, ever weary of the countless armies marching to destroy their work, knowing that they raced against time and the greatest threat that ever faced the free tribes. Their tireless struggles were rewarded at 12:20 after a nameless worker laid the final stone and which will forever be known as the greatest and most magnificent creation in all of history since the fall of the Natars. Together with their alliance, Hellas the Killers was the first to finish the wonder of the world using millions of resources whilst also protecting it with hundreds of thousands of brave defenders. It is therefore the Killers who received the title winner of this era. Spleen was ruler over the largest personal empire, which is obviously Pop, followed closely by Pirates and something or other. Something team slew more than any other, which is obviously offense points, and was the mightiest, most fearsome commander. The Killers was the most glorious defender, because obviously when you have the WW, you do a lot of defending, slaughtering enemies at the village gates, staining the lands around those villages with their blood. Best regards to a Travian team. Story by Grozoth, don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah. You see this every time. Well, since I think like Travian 4, you see this message every time a server comes to an end, but I still think it's pretty well written. Anyway, continue. Let's get into the server. As you can see right here, this is what I've been left. Erebor, Gondolin, and Iron Hills managed to keep all these villages. As you can see here, pretty pathetic. Level 2s, level 1s, level 2s. That's not very good, but hey, didn't play for a month, and it's been lazy and stuff, so that's what you get, right? And it's not that bad, it's respectable. Also, just quick skim, see here, it's pretty pathetic as well in Erebor. So moving on to Gondolin, same here, as you can see, all the resources are maxed, and my heroes died because of defending. But here, it's also pretty much the same in Gondolin. Pretty pathetic. I was going to lose it, like as you can see here, loyalty 36%. I was nearly going to lose it, but there wasn't enough time, so the server ended before that person could chief it, so I managed to keep hold of it, luckily. And you can also see here, it's not fantastic. Level 1 clay pit here. Yeah, I'm just a small player compared to the others since like stopping playing for like a month. But here, Iron Hills, it's pretty good. It's a bit more, it's a bit further out Iron Hills, and it's near WW, I think, if I remember correctly. And so yeah, the more kind of alliance people around, even though I'm not in their alliance, but there's more of them. They won't attack me, like they won't destroy the village. So there's a lot more stuff here. You can see all maxed level 10 resource fields apart from wheat fields, which are pretty close as well. And you can see here uh, big granaries and warehouses. And as you can see, level 19 and level 13. So yeah, this is kind of my more decent village. And even if like I continued playing, Iron Hills would also be one of my bigger villages. Obviously not the biggest. That would be like Gondor and Rivendell, and I can't remember now, but yeah, those would be a bit bigger, including Lothlorien. So those villages would be kind of the biggest, but Iron Hills would kind of be up there as well. It's pretty decent. So as you can, so this is it. This is the server. Let's look at the profile. We were ranked 1,478 in the end. It's not fantastic, pretty pathetic, really. But yeah, that's that. You can see right here. This is just kind of my line. This gets so boring that I'm asleep. Hence the on a bed. Don't be sick, people. But yeah. So yeah, this is kind of my profile page. I didn't show you this before. Didn't really think I needed to, but hey, this is the end. I might as well just show you. But this is obviously a so-called veteran player when it's only 3 years, not really veteran. This is last year's qualification. It was a bit more difficult last year because there's a lot more people. There's like 5,000 people left to the end. So yeah, that was a bit more competitive last year, but I still managed to qualify. And this is the tournament finals. As you can see, I did kind of well in the defensive, 539 in the finals. That's not too bad. And let's look at the statistics. So as you already saw, as my ranking in pop. If we look at offense points, I'm a bit better here, 996, just within the top 1,000. So I'm happy about that. If we look at defender, that's kind of where I'm best at, 450. It's not fantastic, but compared to the other two, a lot better. This is a lot better and kind of respectable, being in the top 500. So I'm really, really happy with this. And top 10, it should be 0-0, is it? Yep, it's all 0-0-0 because the server is over. We look at alliances. We don't have an alliance, but the biggest was DI, which is kind of my X alliance. Gold became DI, part of DI, so it's DI. HLSDT, obviously, as you saw, won the server. And the other big alliances as well. Ghost, as I talked about before. TTT, kind of big. So yeah, that's the server done and dusted. These are the alliances. Won't go into detail about these because I'm not in any alliance. But a quick look at my hero, 1,207. It's also pretty bad, but compared to my pop, it's better. So meh. And then plus this is kind of general stuff. Oh wait, yeah, it's general stuff about my account. I will go back to that. Just quickly go onto general. Because general shows how many people actually were on the server. So you can see that registered players 1,715, but players active are only 547. So that's less than 50% of all the people registered were active. So kind of a pathetic server. And I mean, the game's really pathetic nowadays with hardly anyone playing. Who am I to complain? I'm pretty pathetic myself. And you can see here the tribes, the stats and numbers about this tribes. Just take a quick look. I'm not going to go over that too much. And then we've got casualties and stuff. It's obviously 0-0 now because nobody does anything anymore. The server's over. And these are attacks and casualties. Yeah, imported on there if you want to see more details. We move on and just look at WW. You saw just now the killers. They won server HLSDT level 100 pirate ship, which is part of DI, level 33, decent. And then level 12, our alliance, or well, what used to be our alliance, got level 4, which is also respectable. I mean, just anyone on here is pretty good. If you can get WW, that's not bad at all. Even if it's level 0, getting one is pretty good. But yeah, I'm happy to see them on here, and congratulations to everyone who managed to qualify for the finals, which I think pretty much everyone did, even if you didn't play, since I didn't play. And especially congratulations to these people who managed to build WWs. Obviously, for people in high rankings, congratulations to them as well. And now we're going to end by looking at plus. Basically, plus is kind of the stats and measurements of my account. So as you can see here, number of units, 31st of July, as you can see in here, that's kind of when I started. So my troops kind of build up. It maxed out at here about, I'd say, 17,000, 18,000 in total. It's not a huge amount compared to some of the hammers that's been seen, but yeah, it's respectable. And then after I was gone, it just plummeted down to 5,000 or 4,500 something, and then shortly plummeted to 0. So yeah, that was 29th, is it, of September. So yeah, just plummeted there. And then moving on to resource production, Our population, obviously, it crept up to like nearly 5,000, and then it fell. Obviously, when I abandoned it, and yeah, it kind of kept at kind of 200, 300 at the moment. I mean, sorry, 700 at the moment, as you saw just now in my profiles. And obviously, resource productions have fallen as well as villages were taken away. And then ranking. As you can see here, I started the server. I started. What is happening here? I started server. I'd say like 600, and then then it just kept around the mark. I remember it wasn't like this when I checked last time, but anyway, we'll go with what's on here. Here, and then my ranking like gradually just got worse when I ditched the game. Or I mean, these bits I still played it, but I just didn't put much effort into it. So I like log in every 2 days. That doesn't help. The number of troops killed, I mean, that's decent. Killed about nearly 30,000 troops, with like maxing at like 18,000. So that's respectable. Anyway, this is the end. This is it. This is this series over. I will start another series, possibly a Travian Kingdom series, very soon. So look out for that. And I will be back in the finals because I qualified, obviously, and I will be making videos in the finals as well. So yeah, look out for that, and I will see you next time.